Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, everyone's favorite bald reptilian overlord, KKK Grand Dragon, Valor Stealing Fitness YouTuber. And very recently it came to my attention, actually just reading through the comments, that this week I've picked up a very large number of elderly subscribers. And I had said before that I wanted to focus more on injury prevention and bringing in slightly more mature lifters and trying to get them into lifting. And so this is fantastic. But it was noted by at least one viewer that I was ignoring these people and I was not paying attention to their questions or their needs. And so I felt the best way to welcome these individuals into my channel is to give them their own Q&A today. So here we go. Hello Jason, what sort of workout program would you have someone do who is in the beginning stages of Alzheimer's? Would lifting weights slow down the progress? Thank you and God bless. Henry. Well, hello Henry, my name is Jason Blaha, if you haven't heard of me, and I run a fitness YouTube channel that you probably just now discovered as this video came out and saw your name in it. And I want to let you know that while weightlifting may not completely help with your Alzheimer's, it will still help keep your body from degenerating, and it will help in some ways. It might help with your cognitive functioning a little bit because you'll be able to count the reps and everything when you lift weights. Then it will, again, at least keep your body healthy even if your mind starts to deteriorate a bit. And Henry, by the way, my name is Jason Blaha, and it's so nice to meet you. Next question. Jason, would an older woman who has reached menopause gain more muscle due to the lack of estrogen in her body? I wish to become a bit more sporty in my twilight years. Marjorie. Well, hello, Marjorie, and that is a very lovely name, I might add. No, lower estrogen in a woman will not actually help you gain more muscle. That's a myth among bodybuilders. The female sex hormone, pardon my language there, estrogen actually is mildly anabolic, which means it helps build muscle tissue. Elevated estrogen levels actually slightly increase this substance called IGF-1, this magical muscle building substance inside the muscle tissue. So lower estrogen levels will in fact equal not only lower amounts of muscle mass, but possible lower muscle density. So you're going to want to take your calcium, a vitamin D3 supplement, and get in there and lift some weights and be careful. And that will help you become a lot more sporty in your twilight years. And it was nice to meet you, Marjorie. All right, next question. And he was responding to Marjorie up above. Herman, excellent question, Marjorie. By the way, Jason, would my wife Susan profit from training too? She is 65 years old and suffering from urine loss due to incontinence. How can she regain control over her bladder? All the Tenna Lady Packs we are buying are taking out a lot out of our pension budget. God bless you, Jason and Marjorie. Signed, Roy. Roy, I'm very sorry to hear about your wife Susan's incontinence issue. Can weight training help with this? Yes, absolutely, particularly full body exercises that help strengthen the core like squats, deadlifts, overhead presses. All of those things are going to help her quite a bit. And in addition to that, she might want to consider doing what we call pelvic floor exercises and weighted crunches of some type. Start doing normal crunches and then graduate to weighted crunches with either a cable, a band, as you see me demonstrate in videos, or even using plates on her chest. So that will help her quite a bit. Just building a stronger core and pelvic floor in general will help to some extent with her incontinence. It may not cure it, but it'll certainly help. And if you can cut down the cost on those adult diapers, I'm sure it will be a lot better for your overall budget on your pension. All right, next question. This is a really good channel. My sister's son sent me here. I see you go by the name Coach Blaha. I have a difficult time lubricating my joints, so I wanted to ask you what program would be best for an old man like me. Signed, Gerald. Yes, Gerald, many people do in fact call me Coach Blaha. I don't really coach people these days, but people seem to enjoy calling me that, so let's just roll with it. Now, as far as your joint lubrication issue, this is not going to be so much a training thing as more of a diet thing for you to think on for a bit here. What I would recommend is that you supplement with omega-3 fatty acids of some type, and you need to keep yourself hydrated. You need to make sure you're drinking more water. Not just caffeinated beverages and other things, but you need to make sure that you get at least 8 full glasses of water every day in addition to taking 3 fish oil supplements. Now you can get those fish oil supplements at the pharmacy section of Walmart or Walgreens. That's going to be the most cost effective. And that should help you quite a bit. If that doesn't work, you might want to discuss with your doctor a prescription for this substance called nandrolone decoinate. I hear it works wonders as well for joints. And it helps with bone mineralization and just building a little bit of muscle as you get older. All right, next question. Hi, as a woman who has several stents in my coronary arteries, do you think it is wise for me to exercise with weights? Or do you recommend a 30-minute walk a day? I'm currently on aspirin for cardiac issues and on statins to reduce my cholesterol. Thanks in advance. Signed, Susie. Well, Susie, that is a lovely name with a really interesting spelling. I like that a lot. As far as your coronary issues, I can't give you advice on that. You're going to need to go to your general practitioner or your cardiologist or both and get them to clear you for a weight training program. And you're going to need to progress very, very slowly. I'm going to recommend that for you for a while you maybe only do body weight exercises or even assisted body weight exercises, even if they give you clearance to train. Because the last thing we want to have happen is for you to blow one of those stents. That would be horrific, and that would be the end of you, Susie, and I really don't want to see that happen. But I am very glad to hear that you are interested in weight training, and again, people your age and up, weight training can be absolutely life-changing. You just have certain health issues and safety issues that you need to always take into consideration. So please go consult your doctor, again, both your general practitioner as well as your cardiologist. All right, next question. Coach Jason, would you help this old man I have become? How much volume can I tolerate? I am 64 years old and served twice in Vietnam where I broke my lumbar vertebrae L1 to L3. I have pain sitting and stool is hard to pass for me. Do I absolutely need to squat with my injuries while following your ICF program? God bless you, Jason, and America. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you for your service to this country, and God bless you also, and America. Roy, you might not be able to squat or deadlift, unfortunately, due to your issues with your vertebrae. Again, go and consult a medical doctor and consult a physical therapist and find out what you can or can't do. Now, as far as sitting, yeah, I can see that's going to be an issue for you. Again, you're going to want to go see your doctor about that if you're having trouble sitting and passing stool, because, again, the passing stool issue could be indicative of a real problem with your spine, with your spinal cord. So you need to consult your doctor and consult a neurologist about that and make sure that there's not something else going wrong that they can't fix. Unfortunately, you're going to need a much lighter program than what I have available. I don't think any of my programs are going to be suitable for you because you simply might not be able to squat or deadlift, and I don't have programs that do not include these at this time. Given your spinal injuries, you might want to look into this other woman who did exercise videos years ago. You can still find copies out there called Sit and Be Fit. So you should go check that out, Roy. And once again, thank you for your service to this great country, and God bless America. All right, next question and last question of the week. You're doing the Lord's work by accepting the elderly into your community. I wish to formally invite you to join my church here in Houston, Texas. The members in our youth group could learn a lot from you, both in terms of fitness and in terms of respecting the old and wise. God bless. Signed, Freddie Russell, pastor of the True Church of God, Houston, Texas. Freddie, thank you so much for that invitation to come and speak at your church to the youth group and discuss these issues with them. I think it is very important for young people today to have a respect for their elders. It's something that seems to be lost in Western culture to some extent. And it's something we really need to work on. It's something we need to work on and improve as a society. Also, I do agree with you. Teaching young people fitness is absolutely critical in this day and age. We have an obesity epidemic. We have all of these man-made diseases that come mostly as a result of lifestyle, like type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease. All of these problems could be avoided with just proper fitness. So yes, I would love to come speak to the youth group at your church sometime. Let me know when we can do that, and we'll get together and maybe discuss getting some of them in the weight room, teaching them how to weight lift, getting them involved in that, doing various types of cardio, being more physically active. And most importantly, we need to talk to them about diet and nutrition, because that's, again, a major problem we have in this country. And we have so many diseases that are lifestyle induced from people's gluttony of eating garbage and things that they really shouldn't be putting into their bodies. And again, I'm very glad that I have a minister of a church, a big local church here, who is very much interested in teaching fitness, health, nutrition, things like that to their youth group. I think that's wonderful, and I would love to see more of that. So thank you so much for that invitation. All right, guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope all of you enjoyed this and you enjoyed the satire, and please remember to welcome all of these new elderly members into our community and into the channel. So I hope this has been informative, and please remember, guys, if you liked this video or you enjoyed it or my work in general, please click like down below. Please subscribe if you haven't, and share this video with others. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.